Hello everyone. Welcome to class again. So today we're having a morning class, which is something that's kind of new for us. I thought I'd give it a try. I hope you guys like it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my cell phone set up. You guys know I have to get set up when we start these classes, but the first thing that I would like you guys to do is introduce yourselves, okay? So the things that I would like you to tell me today are, number one, what's your name? Okay? If I know your name, I can say it and I can talk directly to you. Number two, what country are you in? Okay? Tell me what country are you in so that I know what time of day it might be. Is it afternoon? Is it nighttime where you are? Where I am, it's morning right now. Hey, Arvind, how are you doing? Welcome to class. And the last thing I would like you guys to tell me today to introduce yourselves is, what is the last thing you ate? What is the last thing you ate? Okay, so I'm going to put in all of those questions into the comments so that you guys can see them. And I'm also going to put some links in the comments, okay? Now, those links will help you to find certain information, and I'll tell you a little bit about those links in a few minutes, okay? Right now, don't worry about the links, just worry about introducing yourself, okay? So what is your name? What country are you from? And what is the last thing you ate? Okay. Now, my name is Patricia. A lot of you guys already know that. And I'm from the United States. A lot of you know that too. Now, I actually live in the state of Connecticut. Some of you guys maybe didn't know that. And the last thing that I ate was a clementine. A clementine. So I'm not sure if you guys know what a clementine is, but it's kind of like an orange. It's like an orange, but it's a little bit smaller and usually a little bit sweeter. So that's the last thing I had. All right. So now you guys help me out and just tell me, what's your name? What country are you from? And tell me, what's the last thing that you ate? All right. So let's see who's in class today. Tanya, hello. How are you, Tanya? And let's see who else is here. Rachel, hello. That seems like a new name. You might be new to this class. And anyone else? It looks like that's it so far. And Rachel, the last thing you ate was bread. Bread is one of my favorite foods. All right, guys. So as more people are coming to class, they're going to go ahead and introduce themselves. Now, while they are doing that, the people who are watching right now, I have a quick question for you guys. Okay. My question is this your first time in one of my free classes? Is this your first time in one of my free classes? So I'd like you to put the answer in now. Just type yes or no. Is this your first time to one of my free classes? Yes or no? I'd like to know if you've been here before, because sometimes when there are new people, I take a little bit more time so I can explain certain things, like the game that we're about to play in just a couple of minutes, okay? So if you're here and you're watching, once you introduce yourself, just tell me, have you been to one of my free classes before? Yes or no? All right, so you guys can go ahead and put that information in just so that I know. So Tanya, first time, Tanya? First time? Or have you been here before? All right. So you can just tell me yes or no. Oh, Rachel. So yes, Rachel, it is your first time. Tanya, you have been here before. That name sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure I've seen you before. And let's see what other people say. Okay, awesome. So now, before we get to the game, we're going to start with the rhyming game today. But before we get to the game, I'm going to make some really quick announcements just so you understand what those links are in my comment. Okay? So, first of all, these free classes happen all the time. Okay? If you want to know when the free classes are, all you have to do is, first of all, like the Facebook page. Okay? If you like my Facebook page, you'll get a message every time I post a new class and you won't miss a thing. The second thing that you should do is on this Facebook page, go to events. Events is where I post all the information about the free classes. So if you're looking for more free classes, definitely check there. The second announcement is I have an English club. Now, if you're in the English club, here's another question I have. Hello, Abner, welcome to class. So here's another question for you. Oh, Arvind, yes, I know you've been here before, Arvind. I remember you. So my question is, are you in my English club? Are you in my English club? Okay, so that's the question I'd like you guys to answer. Are you in my English club? My English club is what I use to send out all of the free study materials that I have for English students. So if you're looking for more things to study, if you need a little bit of help getting organized with your studying, you should definitely join my English club, okay? So if you look in my comment that I posted, my very first comment, you'll see a link for my English club. You can go ahead and join there. And the last thing I want to remind you guys of quickly is that I have small group classes and private classes that I teach all week long, okay? And there are new small group classes starting soon. There are 3 different conversation skills classes. So if you're interested in a small group class, you should definitely click on that link that's in my comment so you can see when the classes are and get some more information about that. All right, so that's it for announcements. Now, it's time for the game, but first I'm going to check in on comments. All right, so Abner, I see that you're here. Good morning, Abner. And let's see, Zachariah. Oh no, your name is not Zachariah. Your name is Muhammad. Thank you for telling me, Muhammad. Welcome to class. All right, guys, so for those of you who have not been to this class before, I want you guys to understand that the main goal of this class is to help you guys understand any of the lessons that I posted on the Facebook page that you're still confused about. Okay, some of the lessons on the Facebook page are pretty easy to understand, but some of them are a little bit complicated. You might be a little bit confused about it still, okay? There's one in particular that I think we should go over, but if there are any other questions that you have about the Facebook page or just questions about English at all, we're gonna have time for you to ask those questions in this class, okay? So before we get to that, we have a game, which is what we do to get warmed up, to get started. But before we get to the game, I just want to ask you guys to please do me a favor. If you appreciate having a free English class, if you like this, please give this video a thumbs up. That's so helpful for me, and it also helps other students to find this class. So if you enjoy having free English classes, please give this video a thumbs up or a heart or whatever you'd like. Okay, so now it's time for the rhyming game, okay? Now this is how the rhyming game works. I'm gonna give you a word. Thank you guys, thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, I'm gonna give you a word and you guys are gonna have to think about other words that rhyme with the word that I give you, okay? So rhyming, I'll give you an example. Last time we talked about the word bone. Okay, bone. Now the word bone rhymes with stone. Okay, it rhymes with a lot of other words too, and you guys did a great job coming up with those words. But bone and gone do not rhyme. Bone and gone don't rhyme. They have the same letters at the end, but they don't sound the same. So rhyming is a really good way to practice your pronunciation. Okay? So today, the word that I would like you to rhyme with is, I'll type it in for you guys too. I'll type it in so you can see. The word is pour. Pour, as in pour water from a glass, okay? Pour. Now, get those fingers ready. It's time to type. Type fast, okay, guys? What word can you think of right now that rhymes with poor? What's a word that rhymes with poor? Let's see what we get. Oh, Abner, I see you have a question. Okay, we'll talk about that expression in a little bit, all right? But rhyming game. What words rhyme with poor? Okay, now guys, it's time for you to type something in. One word that rhymes with poor. All right, I'll give you 10 seconds. You should be able to type something in by then. Poor. What rhymes with that? There are actually a lot of words that rhyme with poor. And remember, it doesn't have to end with the same letters. They don't have to have the same letters at the end. It just has to sound the same. What rhymes with poor? Let's see. Oh, Tanya, good job. The number 4 rhymes with poor. Awesome. That was great. All right. Let's see what else. Arvind, very nice. Store, as in a place where you go shopping. Store rhymes with poor. Beautiful. Rachel, more. More rhymes with poor. Fantastic, guys. Let's see. What else can you come up with? Arvind, poor, as in not having money. Poor and poor, yes, they rhyme. They're pronounced exactly the same way. That's a good one, Arvind. Let's see. What else do we have? Door. Arvind, very nice. Door rhymes with poor. Okay, so you guys are all warmed up. Very nice. Are there any more words that you can think of that rhyme with poor? I have a couple for you guys if you can't think of any more. Here's one that I thought of. Let me know if you guys know this word. Core. Core. C-O-R-E. Core. Core rhymes with poor. Now, what does core mean? Core means the center of something. Okay? For example, imagine, I know this is not an apple, but imagine that this was an apple. When you eat an apple, you don't eat everything, right? You eat the outsides, but in the middle, where the seeds are, you don't eat that part. That's called the core of an apple, or an apple core. All right, so that word also rhymes with poor. And Tanya, store. Yes, I think someone said store already, but yes, store rhymes with poor. All right, you guys are definitely warmed up. So now I want to open this class up to questions, okay? Not Arvind, Abner already posted a question, okay? And I want to ask you guys, do you have any questions about English? They can be questions about lessons from my Facebook page, or it can be a question about anything else, okay? So any questions that you guys have about English right now, you can definitely put those in the comment now. Now's a good time to ask those questions. And Abner, since you entered your question a little while ago, I'll start with your question, okay? And if you want to tell me a little bit more about why you're confused, go ahead and tell me a little bit more, all right? So, Arvin, thank you from the core of my heart. So you know what? That's a good try. I understand what you're trying to say, but Arvind, here's what most native speakers would say. They would say, from the bottom of my heart. That's a common expression in English, or a common phrase that's used in English. When you really mean something, you say it comes from the bottom of your heart, from the bottom of your heart. Okay, so in that sentence, I understand what you mean when you use the word core, but that's not the common way to say it, all right? So just remember that, from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so Abner, your question was about the expression bust your bubble, right? So bust your bubble, I just posted that question. I think I posted that yesterday, and I didn't even post the answer yet. But I'm going to type it in so that you guys can see, because some of you may not have seen it on the Facebook page. And I'm going to type it 2 different ways, because there are actually two different ways that people will say this expression. Some people say bust your bubble, and that's what I put on the picture that I posted, bust your bubble. Some people say burst your bubble, burst your bubble, okay? Now, there's no difference between the two. Burst your bubble, bust your bubble. Both of those things mean to pop your bubble, right? So if this is a bubble floating through the air, if I poke it, it pops, or it busts, or it bursts, okay? You can use any of those words, but in the expression, it's burst or bust. Now the question is, what does it mean, bust your bubble? All right, so hold on. I want to just check the comments, make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, Sabe, hello from Egypt. Nice to see you. Welcome to class. All right, so bust your bubble, burst your bubble. Before I give you the answer, I'd like to know, is there anyone here who feels like they understand that expression? Because if you understand that expression, go ahead and put your answer in the comments. I'd like to know what you guys think. And to help you out, I'll give you an example. The sentence that I gave as an example for bust your bubble, I'm going to look on the Facebook page so that I can read the sentence to you guys, because sometimes a sentence helps the meaning to become a little more clear. So the sentence was, I hate to bust your bubble, but we can't stay at the park all day. We have to go home soon. Okay, so I'll say it one more time. I hate to bust your bubble, but we can't stay at the park all day. We have to go home soon. So what does that mean? Bust your bubble. What does that mean? If you have a guess, if you have an idea, you can go ahead and put it in the comments. I'll give you guys about 10 seconds and then I'll give you the answer. Okay, meanwhile, I need to check some comments because there are more comments coming in. Abdallah from Algeria. Hello, welcome to class. That sounds like a new name. Have you been to my class before? Let's see who's here. Oh, Rachel, you don't know that expression, bust your bubble. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to explain that expression in a second. So, bust your bubble is a phrase that we use in English when you tell someone that something they thought was true is actually not true. Okay, so bust your bubble is how we describe it when somebody believes that something is true and then they realize that it's actually not true. That's busting someone's bubble. So you can almost imagine the bubble is the thing that they believe in. We're going to stay at the park all day. We're going to stay at the park all day. All day. We're going to stay at the park, right? That's what I believe. And then somebody comes along and pops my bubble. Sorry, I don't mean to bust your bubble, but we are not staying at the park all day. We have to go home soon. So that's what bust your bubble means. Somebody has an idea, something that they believe is true, and then pop. Somehow they realize that it's not true. That's what it means to bust someone's bubble. Okay, so I hope that explanation helped you a little bit, but you don't really understand a word or a phrase unless you can use it in a sentence. Okay, I know that as a teacher. So here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do. Try to write a sentence using the phrase bust your bubble or burst your bubble. Try to write a sentence. Maybe think about a time in your life when someone busted your bubble, or maybe you busted someone else's bubble. Okay, but write a sentence and I'll help you with the sentence. Okay, I'll give you corrections and I'll help you to understand how to use this expression in a sentence. All right, so that's you guys' job right now. Write a sentence using the expression bust your bubble. Okay, Now, other ways you can think about that expression, bust your bubble. Some people think of it as disappointing someone. And it kind of is, as long as you're talking about a belief, a thought that they had in their head that they now realize is not true. That's disappointing. Okay, so that's another way you can think about bust your bubble. Someone else described bust your bubble as ending your fun. Ending your fun. And then that's also kind of related because someone might believe that we're going to do something fun all day. And then they realize, nope, actually, that's not true. We're not going to have fun all day. We have to go back to school and do work, or we have to go home and clean the house. All right. So you can think of it in these other ways also. But remember, it's really about someone's idea that they believe, and then someone busts that bubble and they realize it's not true anymore. All right, so we have comments coming in. Let's see. The phrase bust your bubble means to disappoint someone. So yes, it is related to disappointing someone, but only if you're talking about an idea that they had and then you tell them that it's not true. That's the only way we use bust our bubble usually. All right, so Arvind, yes, you're on the right track. You understand what it means. Now try to use it in a sentence. Let's see. Abner, I hate to bust your bubble, but you won't win the lottery. Yes, that's a great one. So someone who is always trying to win the lottery, they must believe that they could win. But you might bust their bubble and say, sorry, you're never going to win. Sorry to bust your bubble. Okay, very nice, Abner. That was a good one. Manira, I look pretty today. Thank you. Yes, some of my students have noticed my hair is different this week. So yes, thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. Let's see. Manira, I'm good. Manira, how are you doing? Who else is here? Hello, teacher. I'm great. And you? I'm not sure who that is because I can't see the name in English. It's only in Arabic. I'm sorry, but it's good to see you in class. Can we say, it is bust my clothes? Tamer, can we say it is bust my clothes? Okay, that is not exactly what you want to say. That sentence exactly the way it is not correct. What I need you to tell me, Tamer, is what is it that you're trying to say? Are you saying that your clothes don't fit? Are you saying that your clothes is like popping open because it's too small? Explain to me what you're trying to say, and I'll help you make a proper sentence. Okay, Tamer? But that sentence is not correct. Arvind, I want to see a movie with my friend, but he busts the bubbles by saying no to my proposal. Arvind, you're on the right track. Now, you started your sentence by saying I wanted, which is past tense. Now, if you start your sentence in the past tense, you know what? You should probably keep your sentence in the past tense. Unless there's a good reason to change the tense, you should stay with the same tense. So Arvind, I want you to look at your sentence again and look at the tense that you've used for each of your verbs, including bust your bubble. Okay, and see if you can make some corrections. All right, Arvind, so I want you to try that sentence one more time. Now, what else do we have? Lisa, hello, Lisa, welcome to class. Abner, what do you have here? Oh, a long comment. Okay, I've been spreading the word. Very nice. We talked about that expression maybe a week or two ago. So I've been spreading the word about your Facebook page. Thank you very much. That's so helpful. And don't get surprised if you notice there is much more people following from Nicaragua. Okay, so Abner, I'm going to be looking for all these people from Nicaragua, but let me help you with your sentence, okay? So you started out great. I've been spreading the word about your Facebook page. That's perfect. Now, new sentence. Make sure you start a new sentence. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. With the word surprised, we usually use to be, okay? Instead of get surprised. So don't be surprised if you notice there are, because we're talking about people, not just one person, there are many more people. Many, because people, we use many with people. That's the word that we use with people. Okay. People is countable. You can have 10 people, 20 people, 100 people. So for people, we use many, not much. Okay. There are many more people following from Nicaragua. All right. So very nice. Good job, Abner. I like that you used that expression from last week. That was awesome. Okay. So I feel like you guys understand bust your bubble. So let's move on to something else. Now, before we go over what I have in mind, I'm going to ask the question again. Do you guys have any English questions that you'd like me to answer? Any English questions that you guys have right now, type them in the comments so that I can answer them for you, okay? Any English questions at all, I'd be happy to answer, as long as it's the type of question that I can answer in a short period of time. So while you guys are thinking about that, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in. I'm going to ask some other people, if you don't have any questions, please do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much if you could give this video a thumbs up or a heart or something like that. That's really helpful to get more students into class. All right, Abner, let's see what you have. Don't be surprised. There are many people. Yes, many people, or you can say many more people. You can say many more if you're talking about an increase, okay? Adding people. You can say many more people. Good job, Abner. Arvind, I didn't forget about you, Arvind. You're supposed to be rewriting that sentence, okay, with bust your bubble in it. Don't forget about writing that sentence. So, if you guys don't have any other English questions right now, I have a question that's from the Facebook page that I think we should go over because I've noticed a lot of students make mistakes with this particular sentence, okay? So I'm gonna show it to you and I really hope that you guys can read it. Let's give it a shot. So, oh yes, it looks like you can read it. So this is the question that I'd like to go over because this is a common sentence that will come up a lot, especially if you're a student. And it's important to be able to ask this question accurately. So the question is, what word can you put into the blank to complete this sentence? And I hope you guys can see it clearly. But my question is, what word do you put into the blank? So right now, I'm asking you guys to put in the answer. What word goes into that sentence? I want you to type your answer in the comments because I want to make sure that you guys understand how to ask this question because it's a common question. All right. So Abner, query or doubt, query or doubt. Those two words came up frequently with this question. But here's the thing. In a question like this, okay, and I'll put it up one more time so you guys can see. Hopefully you can read that. Wait, no. Oh, there it is. That's a little better. All right, so query or doubt. I hear those words a lot in this sentence, and that's not correct. That is not the way we ask that question in English. So this might be surprising for a lot of people who are watching right now. In that sentence, doubt is not the right word to use. And query is also not a word that we use in a sentence like that. Okay, so let me explain. Query, the word query, okay, and I'll type it in so that everyone can see it. Query does mean question, okay? But query is a very formal word. Nobody uses the word query when they're speaking. It just doesn't happen. That's not how native speakers speak. It's a really formal word. Even in writing, most people would never use that word query, okay? So that word query is not common in English, and you don't need to use that word at all when you're having conversations with people. Everyday conversations, don't worry about that word query. It'll never come up. You don't need it. You're welcome. Okay, that's one less word you have to worry about in English. Now, the other word that came up, doubt. I have a doubt. That is not the correct word to use in a sentence like that. So a doubt and a question are not the same thing. Okay? Query and question are the same thing. We just don't use the word query in regular conversation. Now, the word doubt doesn't mean the same thing as question. Your hair like, Abner, yes, my hair is different today. I always find that funny when students are like, wait a second, you look different. What's different? Yes, my hair is a little different today, but don't worry, I'm still the same old teacher that you're used to. Okay, so the word doubt means something different than the word question. So the word question, oh, Zachariah, hello. Oh no, that's Muhammad again. All right. Sorry, I thought there was someone new in class. All right, so doubt and question. Let me explain the difference. A question is something that you ask when you don't understand. Okay, so if you have a question, it means you have something to ask. It means you don't understand. Okay, doubt is not about understanding at all. Doubt is about not believing in something, not trusting something. Okay, so it's not about understanding something. Does it make sense to you? That's not what doubt is about. Doubt is about, do I believe it? Do I trust it? It means something completely different. Okay, so in a question like this one, okay, what you want to say is, I have a question. I have a question about the first sentence. That's the only word that most native speakers would use in a sentence like that. Okay, now there are other things you can say, but you would have to phrase the sentence a little bit differently. Okay, now let me see. There might be some comments coming in, maybe some questions about this one, because I know some students might be really surprised by this because they've been saying for a long time, I have a doubt. Can you explain that to me? I have a query. Can you explain? And that's not correct. Okay, so I understand if you're surprised. Let me see what the comments are. So query is quite informal. No, actually, query is formal, Abner. Okay, query is formal, very formal, and we don't use it in conversation ever. I've never heard that word in conversation. Okay, so it's a good word to know in case you ever see it in paper, or if you're reading something old, you might see that word. But in conversation, we don't use that word. All right, Arvind, may I ask you to please correct my tense mistake? Oh, Arvind, okay, so you're not sure how to correct that sentence. All right, I understand. Arvind, we're gonna help you out in just a couple minutes. Okay, I was trying to be, oh, you were being facetious. Yes, I understand. I know you guys know I'm the same teacher. All right, so Arvind, we're gonna go back to your sentence, okay? And I'm gonna help you out with that. Now, in the meantime, you guys that are watching, I wanna make sure that you understand the word doubt, okay? Doubt is when you don't believe something or you don't trust something. So I'm gonna give you an example of how to use the word doubt. And then I want you guys to use doubt in a sentence, all right? And then Arvind, while they're doing that, we're gonna go back to your sentence. Okay, so the word doubt. If I was gonna use the word doubt, I might say something like this. Somebody might ask me, are you coming with us to the beach tomorrow? Are you coming with us to the beach tomorrow? And my answer might be, you know, I doubt it. I have a lot of work to get done. Okay? I doubt it means I don't believe it's going to happen. I don't trust that that's going to happen. Why? Because I have a lot of work to do. Okay? So that's how you use the word doubt. Now, it's your turn, guys. If you want to practice using the word doubt, Try to put it in a sentence, okay? This is the best way for you guys to practice. Write a sentence using the word doubt, and then I'll help you with your sentence. I'll help you to correct it, okay? So now, while you guys are doing that, Arvind, I hope you're paying attention. I'm looking at your sentence now. So your sentence, Arvind, was, I wanted to see a movie with my friend, but here's the part that you need to change. He busted, past tense. He busted my bubble, okay? And bubble, always one bubble. We never put an S at the end, okay? Or it's not common to put an S at the end. So if it's one idea, it's one bubble. He busted my bubble by saying no to my proposal, okay, Arvind? So that's what I wanted to point out to you. If he busted your bubble in the past, you have to say it in the past tense, busted my bubble. All right, Arvind, I hope that helped you out, okay? And it looks like a new person joined class. Who just joined the class? Abul, hello, welcome to class. All right, so now, people who are writing sentences with the word doubt, okay? Let me take a look. Gerardo, hello. I didn't realize that you were in class. Or Gerardo, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Trouble. Tell me what you mean by trouble. I'm not sure what you're referring to. All right. And I'm looking for sentences from you guys right now. You're writing a sentence with the word doubt in it. Okay. Because a lot of students don't really understand what the word doubt means. They think doubt is a question, but doubt and question are not the same thing. Okay, so my example was, are you going to the beach with us tomorrow? No, I doubt it. I have a lot of work to get done. Okay, I doubt it. I don't believe it. Okay, it doesn't mean I don't understand. I understand perfectly. And it doesn't mean that I have a question. There's no question to ask. I know you're going to the beach. And I know I probably can't go because I have a lot of work to do. I doubt it. Okay, so sentences using the word doubt. I'm going to take a look. Oh, Natalia. Hello, Natalia. I look beautiful today. Thank you. I like that you guys appreciate my new hairstyle. All right, you guys want to hear something funny? My husband, a lot of you guys know that I'm married. My husband doesn't like it when I do my hair like this. He likes it the other way. I don't understand. I love my hair this way. I don't really like it the other way. I think it looks boring, but he doesn't like it this way. He likes it the other way. Isn't that weird? Anyway, all right, so let's see who has a sentence with the word doubt in it. Luis, hello, Luis. Welcome to class. And let's see, Abner, I don't have any doubt that you're the best English teacher I've ever met, Abner. You're so sweet. And your grammar was perfect. Very good, Abner. So let me check that one more time. I don't have any doubt that you're the best English teacher I've ever met. That was beautiful. No corrections whatsoever. Good job, Abner. All right, Natalia. Natalia, where's your sentence? Let's see who else is here. Shex, welcome to class. Hello. I don't think I've seen you in class before. Oh, and yes, there's someone else that's new to class. Welcome, guys. All right, so sentences with the word doubt. I'm going to take another look. I thought it to be an irregular verb. Okay, this comment is from Arvind. I thought it to be an irregular verb, but am surprised to see that it's a regular verb. Oh, I understand. So bust in the past tense, you thought it was still bust. Okay, there are words like that. You're right, Arvind. So I understand why you thought that. But for the word bust, in the past tense, we say busted. Yesterday, he busted my bubble. Okay, so yes, that word is very regular. All you do is put ed at the end. All right, let's see what else. Luis, Patricia, please try to do at least one class in the afternoon. Okay, in the afternoon where? In the afternoon where I live? In the afternoon where you live? You have to be more specific. Tell me where you are, and then I'll have a better idea of what time you'd like to have class. All right? Let's see. Tamer, my boyfriend keeps saying he's loving me, but I'm doubting him. Okay, Tamer, very good. You understand the word doubt, but let me help you with your sentence a little bit, okay? So my boyfriend keeps, he is one person, so you want to say keeps with an S at the end. My boyfriend keeps saying he loves me. Okay, my boyfriend keeps saying he loves me, but I doubt him. I doubt him. Okay, so that was great, Tamer. You understand how to use the word. But with the grammar for the rest of the sentence, what you want to say is, my boyfriend keeps saying he loves me, but I doubt him. All right. Very nice, Tamara. Good job. Thank you for trying. All right. Let's see. I hope I'm not missing comments. I see some comments showing up on my computer screen that are not on my cell phone. I really hope I didn't miss any comments. Okay, guys? If I missed a comment of yours, you can put the comment in again. Okay, just to make sure I don't miss it. Now, let's see who else has a sentence. Hi, my dear teacher. You are the best. I'm from Nicaragua and my name is Nelson. Hello, Nelson. Welcome to class. All right. So I think you guys understand how to use the word doubt. Okay. Now, Arvind, let's see what you have. Now you have removed all my doubts with regard to the word bust. Arvind, that was awesome. Very good grammar. And you talked about what we just did. That was perfect. Now, you have removed all my doubts with regard to the word bust. That was perfect. Good job, everyone. I'm really impressed today. We should have class in the morning more often. I feel like you guys are paying attention more when it's the morning. All right, so now I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about a few things because our class is almost over, guys. We only have 4 minutes left, and I have another class to teach after this. So first, I want to ask you guys, if you appreciate this class, if you like having a free class, if you found this class helpful, please give this video a thumbs up or a heart. Make sure that you show that you appreciated this video. That helps other students to find this class, and it helps me to find other students, okay? Now, a couple of announcements. These free classes happen all the time. And for the person who is asking for an afternoon class, these classes happen at different times during the day. Every week is a little bit different. So if you want to know more information about my free classes on this Facebook page, you need to go to events, okay? Events is where I post all of the information about the upcoming classes. Now, the other thing that you should do if you like these free classes, make sure you like the Facebook page, okay? Like my Facebook page, and every time I post a new class, you get a message from Facebook, and then you won't miss anything, okay? Now, other things, if you want more help with your English, I have lots of resources that can help students, and I have an English club that I use to share all of this information with thousands of students. Now, if you want to be in my English club, if you want more help with your English, if you want more free study materials, all you have to do is go to my website and you can join my club. Okay, so I'm going to post all of the links again. Even though I posted them at the beginning of class, I'll post them again so that you guys can find them easily. The last thing I want to tell you is that I also have small group and private classes that I teach all week long. There's 3 new small group classes starting in March and April. They're all conversation skills classes. So for those students who want to work on their speaking skills, who want to work on their conversation skills, for their listening skills, this is the class for you. This is a class where we'll practice speaking, we'll practice pronunciation, we'll work on your grammar, but we will focus on speaking and listening. Okay, those classes start soon, so you can go to my website and find more information about that. Now, I'm going to check the comments and see if there are any last minute questions. Let's see. Oh, Yuli, hello. I didn't even see you come in. I have so many doubts about his behavior. So yeah, you could say that if someone is behaving in a way that makes you not trust them, that might be something that you could say, Yuli. So very good job. And let's see. I'll give this video a lot of hearts from the bottom of my heart. Yes, so that's an expression that we talked about. From the bottom of my heart. That means I really, truly mean this. Okay, very good, Abner. Manira, oh, thank you so much. Manira, it's my pleasure to give these classes, all right? The only thing that I ask you guys to do in return is tell your friends and tell your family. Tell anyone that you know who's learning English so we can get more students coming to this class and improving their English, all right? So I don't see any more questions. I'm going to double check. Arvind, thank you, teacher. You're welcome. Arvind, I'm so glad you guys came to class today. Thank you guys for coming to class and participating. That makes these classes so much more fun and exciting for everyone, including me. So let's see. I don't see any more questions, guys. So for today, I think our class is done. All right. So I'm over here sipping my tea. I hope you guys have a very good day or a very good night. All right. I will keep checking the comments on this video even after the class ends, after the video stops. I'll still be checking the comments. So if you think of another question, if you have more questions, you can still post them in the comments and I'll be checking that for the rest of the day, tomorrow, the rest of the week. All right, guys. So I hope to see you at another free class sometime soon. Until then, have a great day, guys. See you soon.